took a taxi from Beirut city centre and felt that the further I got away from the city, the bigger and wider the road was in front of me, as if it wasn't just taking me away from the town, but also from something inside me. The old car, which made a slight noise with every bump, seemed to mirror the chaos of my thoughts. Every vibration resembled my inner confusion. I didn't know where I was going, but I sure was running away, perhaps from something, or maybe I was trying to reach something I didn't understand. The air coming in through the window was cold and strong, ruffling my hair and making me feel like I was in a completely different place. We passed Hamra Street, then headed towards the Corniche by the sea, and the road was almost empty. Far away shop lights were faint, and the grey sky over the sea reflected the same loss within me. Stillness outside, chaos inside. I closed my eyes every time we passed an old gas station or an abandoned building on the Mazra'ah Road. I don't know why these places in particular brought back old memories and situations I tried to forget or maybe couldn't face. There was something that connected them to the act of escaping, as if they were stopping places in my memory as well. The place where I was detained by the Assad regime, the place I was released from, the moment I fled to Lebanon, the place I took refuge in, Dahya, after losing my house and all that I own, where I found myself starting from zero, owning nothing but my memories, my determination to continue, and a small hope that the days ahead would be a new beginning. And finally the place where that hope faded, as war escalated and strikes intensified, the place I was forced to leave again. Everything outside was like a dream. The dream of being in a place where no one knew me and I didn't know anyone. A light dream of freedom, but also of loneliness. As if I was suspended between being liberated and getting more lost. But every time I opened my eyes, reality came back strongly, bringing me back to the starting point. I was looking for meaning, for direction, for anything that gave me a sense of belonging to a place, or to myself. Suddenly, the car stopped in front of the Fuad Shaher bridge on the outskirts of Beirut. The lights were dim, the street almost empty, and silence descended. I felt like I was standing between two worlds. I wasn't in a dream or reality. I opened the taxi door and got out. I stood for a few seconds under the dim light, and in the cold air I heard the sound of cars in the distance. I looked at the bridge as if I was trying to understand something I'd lost a long time ago. The driver remained silent at first, then said in a quiet voice, "Wherever you are, there's something inside you that will never leave you. Your fears, your memories, everything you run away from." His words were simple, but They resonated within me. And at that moment, I understood I wasn't just running away from the place. I was running away from myself and the things I didn't want to face. I looked at the sky, searching for a hint of hope between the birds. How does a bird know its way in all this vastness? And yet we fear a single step outside what's imposed on us? I stood in front of the bridge for a few minutes, then got back into the taxi. The road home was quieter, or maybe I was the one who calmed down. The same streets, same buildings, the same dim light that bathed the outskirts of Beirut. But everything moving past me looked different, as if I was seeing it for the first time. I looked out the window silently, the cold air still coming in. But now, I didn't feel like I was escaping. It was like trying to breathe again after the deepest exhaustion. Even the sound of distant cars was quieter, as if the night was trying to reassure me of something it couldn't. When I got home, it was enveloped in strange stillness. I opened the door slowly, and everything was as I'd left it, but different. I felt different. I felt very tired, not from the road, but from all the heavy thoughts I was carrying. I threw my keys on the table, intending to go to my room without talking to anyone. Then suddenly, I noticed a small light flashing on the landline telephone. It was a voice message. I stood still for a moment, my heart beating fast. I slowly pressed the button. At first, the voice was a bit distorted. Then I heard the sentence that made everything around me disappear momentarily. Your asylum claim has been accepted. Please prepare yourself for travel to Germany in the coming days. You will be contacted with details about the trip and procedures. I looked out of the window. Beirut was still drowned in the dead of night. But inside me, it wasn't all chaos.